All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Columbus Explorers. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready? Mike 7. Come on. You better bring it.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Yeah. Back smart. I got him. On the ball. Hey, pick it up.
From the pistol, they run with Gordon. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. It's a first down and more for Gordon. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
You can't block me. Don't go. Motion. Mike 7.
They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
I got you.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Vick. He completes it to Henry. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 15-yard line.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there was a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
You're not ready.
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
To me, that's a terrific run on 1st and goal at the 3. They got 2 yards. I'd line right back up and give it to him again.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Double tight. 3 down.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go!
At their own 22-yard line. Go set. 70. Indy.
Keep it out.
Spawn. 61. Matchbox lights.
Deuce.
Snap.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
218, chopper. Hey, Echo. Get it.
The play fake, now Young.
Here we go.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
We got this. Ready?
Here's Young from the shotgun. Goodwin able to haul it in. A big third down pickup of 20 yards.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3 and out. On first down, here's Breida. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
From the shotgun, it's Young. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Reuben Foster, the former national champion at Alabama, gets in for the sack.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Check three.
Topper! Shoot!
Young now from the 50. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Come on, set. 8, read.
You gonna get this, boy?
Here's Breida.
He's checking.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completions.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. On second down, a run with Breida. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Here is Young. He will find his receiver, Pettis, for a 49ers touchdown. Dante Pettis, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Gold with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is a defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Vic goes play action. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
65.
Vic now. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Hey, watch it, watch it.
From the shotgun, it's Vic. Flushed out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
Check three.
And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On the ready. 8. Mike, 8. No chance.
It's a play fake. Now Vic. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Ready up.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
That's what I do.
General West.
Flare.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. Out of the gun, it's Young. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. A CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Get in the weight room.
So here's Vic following the interception. Got Gordon open, completes it.
Okay, Betty, I see you.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down.
Go back. We got motion. Back up.
Play action now, Vic.
Come on, QB, come on.
Past the 20. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 23 yards on the play. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not at
because
all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. This is Gordon. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. They'll come out in the pistol.
I got one.
1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Melvin Gordon with his 16th touchdown of the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Hey, Charlie.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
It's Young off play action. He's going to look deep down the field into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Here I come.
This will be the final play of the half. Vick sets up the screen to Gordon. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, not too many breaks ahead according to the radar. More snow on the horizon as we are back underway in half number 2. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Get ready.
At their own 29-yard line.
Ready?
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Coming this way. Here we go.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
18 Gator.
Switch up. Back.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Ready. 10 Tucson.
49. Bring it.
2nd and 5 now. Young. Man open. It's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
And the 49er first down.
Go set. 90 Wolf.
Right here. You don't want none of that. Give me it. Pick up the ball.
Set, go.
Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. He finds his way into the secondary again on this drive. They might want to try getting him down a little closer to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, what do they call that? 3rd level run. 1st level being the D-line and linebacker. 2nd level in the secondary, the 3rd. When you block it up well and you make the secondary do all the tackling, that will wear on a defense.
Down. 70 Indy.
I got you, son.
Be careful. I'm all over you.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Rush in, rush in.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Hey, exit. Fire.
On 2nd down and 4, Young, and it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. 23 yards for the touchdown, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that will get them one closer. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
At the 26-yard line.
On play action, Vick. Space to maneuver at the 40. He'll find his man on the comeback route. Complete. 12 yards there and a first down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Good shot, baby. That's a baby shot.
Now here's Vick. Going underneath for Gordon. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 11 yards on the pickup there.
Mike 7. Check, 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 check. Hey, we got tight left.
Off the play fake, Vick. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. To throw again, Vick. Flush to his right, and an alley to right. Now Vick stripped. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Playing in snow brings so many other factors into the game. It's not just trying to take care of the ball, and we just saw there that that's difficult to do, but just trying to keep your feet and carry out your assignments and make sure you're comfortable while you're out there playing. Are you warm enough in your clothing? A million things going on, but the biggest one, hold on to the ball.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And Young's throw there incomplete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, Delta. Get it.
To throw is Young. To throw again. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
Ready.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Watch the slant.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. He's picked off near his own 48, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 50-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right.
Vic now from the 50. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Back now in Columbus. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. The offense on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Throwing, Vic. And Allen's got it. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it.
I know it looks like fun to guys like you and me. We're up here in the booth and to everyone watching on television, but are you kidding me? In the snow, that type of a play, in the cold, you know that had to hurt to make that play.
I'm just mad he didn't make a snow angel while he was down there. Opportunity missed. Now Gordon on 1st down. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Watch tight. Tight end's right.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Vic, this is caught. And he's brought down. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes this a 9-point game. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
On the ready.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Watch the pass.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it.
Breida, he'll try the right side. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL, and all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Hey, you're on an island.
Off the play fake, Young. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
4 down, 4 down.
Golf.
49.
Young to throw again on 2nd and 10. That's going to be caught by Samuel. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. 2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Single on the slot.
Hey, foxtrot.
Mike's 49.
1st and 10, Young. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
That throw by Young incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Mike's 49.
Young working out of the gun. That'll be complete to Breida. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Now a give coming right is Breida. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
General West.
3 down. Hey, check.
Hey, Alpha.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
Get it.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Young
Come on, O.
steps away to his left. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Hey, wahoo!
Let's go, Mike. Let's go. 50.
Now Young.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Joey Bosa in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you've got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. The quick slant caught. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And instead of having a one-score game, they'll remain 2 scores down.
We got 3. We got 3.
Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting strong.